Come down with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. The brand new season. Ministry of Riddim here, exclusively on 284 Media. Yours truly, your host Dirky here with you. We have an explosive episode, as I promised, here today. We'll be right back.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author, The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
Orange alert.
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacouse Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye.
No.
In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
And we are back, Ministry of Riddim, the brand new season. Yours truly, Dirk, here with you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats all around the world. I am super excited today to feature a young man who I have known from the start of his career up to now. One of the very best voices and talents, not just in the Virgin Islands, but the entire Caribbean, the region, and the world. Without further ado, singer, artist, rhythm man, all around musician and just entertaining guy, man. As I say, one of the best in the business all around. Pascal, yeah.
Yo. You finally get me on the show.
Yeah, man. Welcome to Ministry of Riddim, man. Thank you so much for agreeing to be here with us. It's a pleasure working with a veteran and a legend as yourself. You know, having you here, shining a spotlight on you because, you know, that's the whole premise of the show. You know, basically to shine a light. A lot of people around the world, even right here locally, may not even know, like, your level of contribution to the industry. You know, and you may not even know how many other persons you inspired and motivated to get into music, not just singing, but being involved because you're intricately involved in all aspects of the business, not just singing. People might think you're just a vocalist and that's it, and we're going to get into that. Yeah. But I just want, you know, give you your flowers. That's what this whole thing is about, because I personally, you know, have seen your contribution and the hard work you put in over the years. And you know, go hard, as we just say. Like, people don't understand the levels to this. You have to have a certain grit, a certain backbone. And this man here, I could tell you personally, you know, from even watching him before we started working together. And I don't have him here because we work together. I have him here because he's paid his dues and he deserves it. Understand? So, how you feel how you feeling right now? What's going on?
Well, dog, we heading in the festival right now, so just getting my mind right. Just focusing on what we need to work on, performance-wise, you know what I mean, outfit. Just zoning in and getting my mind right to take on the festival season, man.
That's what I'm talking about. How does it feel like at this point there's nothing that you haven't done? Because you are a previous soca monarch.
Yeah.
I mean, you're involved in everything from different bands, not just here in the BVI, but elsewhere, even in the US, in the States. Like, a lot of people don't even know about that.
Yeah.
Toured all through the Caribbean and the States, all of this stuff, still touring actively. Like, how does it feel at this point? Like, there are some musicians that have been in music for so long, never been on the big stage, never won any kind of awards or any show, never really released even one hit song. Not dissing them or anything, but that's what I'm saying. I'm shining the light on persons like I said, because you are so accomplished. I personally are genuinely super proud of you. You know, I believe in you from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, you're one of the main reasons why I had to take this serious, you know what I mean? Because you always push me to do my best, and you always saw that possibility, that capability in your boy, you know what I mean? And
definitely.
I basically want to big you up for that too, to just get me on the straight and narrow track and take it serious.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have been here without you, dog. I ain't gonna cap.
That's respect, man, definitely. But I really proud to see, man, and like, I mean, you know, man don't get emotional and stuff like that, but it's a different kind of feeling, right, where you understand where I'm coming from, where you can actually see somebody that you believe in from the beginning, and you have reached to the point where now, hey, like, if you and I never do music again after today, you good.
Yeah.
You more than good. Like, you could accomplish things on your own. You out there doing stuff on your own as an artist. You could actually structure songs. You work with other producers. You're not going to necessarily say that you'll come to me for advice. Even if you're working on the side, you'll say, Doc, what do you think about this? But you're to the point where you accomplish on your own, and that's why I strive to see people reach, man. I'm just super proud to see that you have arrived at that point and going forward, and you actually sustaining yourself with a career.
Exactly. This is my soul income, you know.
Yeah, man.
This is like something when you're growing up, you want to be a entertainer, but you don't know how you're gonna do it. You don't know how you could live just being an entertainer. But now the market just flip where anything is possible right now. So I ain't gonna lie, it's a good feeling that you can wake up and you know you're working for yourself.
Exactly.
For yourself, man.
You set your own rules, your own boundaries and everything.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, man, definitely. So talk to us a little bit about this journey, because, you know, you started very, very young.
Yeah, out of high school.
Yeah. So what was your first experience? Like, let's deal with the microphone first. Like,
okay.
When did you really know, like, you had that yearning that, like, at what point did you really know you wanted to be a musician, but first and foremost, a vocalist, a singer?
Well, you know, we grew up idolizing people. Friday, even Chicken I used to idolize, you know what I mean? And I think Chicken was the first man who gave me a mic and a tramp.
I do remember that tramp.
Yeah, and after the tramp, you remember Funny who died?
Yes, of course. Big up the Funny.
Funny approached me and he was like, yo, dog, you have what it takes. And it's like, I just doing me. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, dog, you have the right voice, you have the right tone, you got the right attitude. He said, you need to take this as serious because I could see you doing something. And I was like, you know, I just kind of blow him out like, yeah. But I kind of like, when people come to me with that, it's like, it just make you like kind of think about what they really seen in me. And I had to look down in myself, look deep down in myself, and I'd be like, yeah, this man really seen something in me, so I need to, you know what I mean, take it serious. Yeah. And that's basically how it started. after Funny give me that little lecture, I was like,
And I gotta tell you, I knew Funny very well. I walked with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, and that was Daddy Friday, like best friend.
Yeah.
And I worked with all of those guys, and Funny was actually very instrumental in pushing me as well. And he used to always call me out of the blue. So it's important. Let's talk about it for a quick second. How important it is for persons older than yourself that, like you said, believe in you and give you that push and that motivation and even try to steer you when you're going wrong. How has that been for you?
Boy, it's a good feeling, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It'll make me feel like I have a purpose. It'll make me feel like, because even my father, when I first tell my father I gotta do music, he said, boy, you better go look a real job.
Yes, I know Paul as well, so I could hear his voice saying that.
He said, that ain't a real job. You need to go look a real job.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mommy, Daddy don't want me sing. my mother always been my back. What she say, if that's what you want to do, you make up your mind, that's what you want to do, go ahead and pursue it.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at me now, not to be bragging or anything.
That ain't no bragging.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. It's reality, and you're confident. And I love the fact that you build up that swag and that confidence, because I remember when you first started, you were never shy to me, but you just had to kind of build up a little bit more of that, that natural vibe.
Well, when you go on the stage, you have to understand that these people in front of you came to hear you. You don't got to guess. They came for a specific reason to hear you, and you have to entertain them. If you mess up, you mess up. You do good, you do good, but they came to hear you, so you just got to make up your mind that this is what, you know what I mean? Because I used to close my eyes when I sing and I can't watch the crowd, turn my back to the crowd. Now it's like, I commanding crowds now, so it's like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of growth in my steps up, man.
Yeah, man, definitely nice. I want to ask you about this too, right? Because when I ask everyone this question, most everyone, what's your experience been in terms of, you talk about like your parents, the support structure and all of that, persons like Funny, I know there are others in the community and stuff like that that big you up and push you for years, but what about like from the musician aspect? This is a little ticklish because, speaking the most, and my experience from past is like sometimes the persons before us, like those that were running the route and those that were some of our same idols that we looked up to, like didn't really embrace us and accept us in that kind of way. Not that you feel like you have to hold your hand on anything. One thing I don't believe in, like recently, I saw a few posts on Facebook, younger musician, and they're like, some people don't want to pass the torch. And I smile because, like, to me, that's the most negative attitude you could have. Like, if you are waiting on someone to hand anything to you, whether it's a torch, whatever, you have to go out and take what you want. When Pascal came out, he put in his work to take what he needed to take. I took what I needed to take. You have to put in the work. Talk to them. Talk to the people, please, Pas, about that.
Well, I mean, as Dog said, nobody ain't gonna ever give you a handout. And maybe they might give you a little advice here and there, but they ain't gonna be like, this is the formula, sing the verse like this. You know what I mean? Like, write rhythm like this. No, they ain't gonna do that. You have to go out and do your research, and you gotta make up your mind. When you wanna be great at anything in life, that you have to do research. You have to know where it came from and where it's going. To be honest, I don't want to open up a can of worms right now, but where the Virgin Islands music came from and where it's going, to me, I feel we kind of lost. You know what I mean? And I watch the music start from basically, you know what I mean, these drum machines here. This is where the foundation, I have the songs and we actually program, but they don't even know. I got guys writing with them
when
now.
We have to make everything from scratch.
Exactly. And it's like listening to what they're doing now, and the bass lines, them don't even have foundation. And the keyboard man just finding a key and walking up. You know what I mean? It's like a show. They don't actually know how to play the instrument no more. As I was watching an interview with Kelly, and Kelly was like, back then you had to know how to play your instrument.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And as you mentioned, Kelly, God bless his soul, like Kelly was one of my main mentors.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I actually started playing music, because if you realize it, for some reason, I am very I don't know, it just happened organically. Like, and I kind of biased or partial to guitarists. I love the song of guitar, and I get along very well and been super close. Like, you know, Kelly, as I say, one of my biggest mentors, Onion as well, both guitarists. You know, our boy Mitchie from VG Craig,
awesome,
one of my favorite musicians on the planet, you know, and Boots as well for Jam Man. He was one of my mentors, you know, and Bolo for Imagination. And I come from that era where structure was everything. Exactly. And you know how we came up too, because you and I had our battles and, and I had to kind of
facts. Yeah, man, I just privileged that I came up in an era where I could watch the music evolve. You know what I mean? I know where it come from and I know where it's going. I just want, you know what I mean, sometimes you try to coach younger guys, but they can't take constructive criticism, so I try to, you know what I mean? I don't want to hold back and watch them fail, but it's just like sometimes you gotta let them learn the hard way. But I kind of feel for the music because I don't like where it's going. Yeah. And I don't want to open up a can of worms. And
nah, man, you open up a can you want to open, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, yeah. Boy, so much you could say about it, but I don't,
Well, you know me, you know them say I should write a book.
Yeah.
But the same ones that say you should write a book and you should do this, where are they?
Yeah,
what have they accomplished? What have they done? What are they even doing now?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and they feel like you're trying to diss them, but we never trying to diss them. It's like, you know, when your child doing something, one of your children doing something, you correct them because you see the path they're going now. Yeah. When you look back now at anything parallel, you know what trying to tell you, and you realize years after, right?
Yeah,
man, I should have listened because I might have been, you know, but as you say, sometimes you have to let them learn the hard way. But the discipline, I understand exactly what you're saying because I agree. There's no discipline. It's like you have 5-6 musicians, everybody can be all over the place at the same time, correct?
Yeah, it's like a solo fest.
I like that term, in a solo fest.
Because, I mean, music's supposed to have structure.
Exactly.
If the bass man doing something, the drummer have to wait until the bass man finish him to do something. It ain't everybody jump on it one time. It's like you don't know what to listen to, so it kind of turn into noise.
Yeah.
And I mean, it awed me when I tried to stomach it, and
Tell
I just
me about it.
Yeah.
But what you think causes that lack of discipline though? Because a lot of musicians right now, to me, it's kind of like they're playing for themselves.
Yeah.
It's like if you're home practicing your instrument. And that's one thing. And nothing is wrong with learning the whole fretboard and a bass or a guitar or learning all the keys and doing your solo, but there's a time and place for everything. Yeah. It's supposed to work as a cohesive unit.
Yes.
It's supposed to blend and you're supposed to complement one another. At least that's how I always understand it to be. You know, so I'm all about structure. So I really don't understand that. But what we want to get into now, Pascal, talk to us about your evolution because you're to the point now where you're an artist. You go by the moniker now, Pascal The Artist.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that and how is that experience, how is that journey going?
Well, when I decided to make the move to kind of branch myself and be a brand, it kind of was like, I was kind of hesitant because you know how people going to accept it.
I know.
I actually gave to you.
I know.
And you were like, dog, in life you got to level up. You got to keep making moves. You can't be stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
And when, and that journey was like, why I going to play? Why I going to, you know what I mean? Why I don't have my stems. It was a lot of work put into making a move.
Mm-hmm.
And people just think it didn't just happen. It took me a couple of years to actually put everything together and make that move. And I mean, it feels so good when you hear a promoter in Miami call, yo, I need Pascal, what's the price? Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I get the price, what? That's all Pascal, what?
So you see, right then and there, you don't even know how powerful you are and influence you have to be able to command, and that's what we're trying to show you for so many years.
Value,
you know what I'm saying? You bring value, and that's one of the issues I have. Some musicians or so-called vocalists or singers kind of feel like you're trying to diss them, but I always have to ask this question. Not that we devalue you as a human being or as a musician, but what do you really bring to the table to justify what you're charging? You, Pascal, can charge a certain figure, right? Mm-hmm. For appearances, performances, whatever. You could even charge someone just to show up in the club and hang out.
Yeah.
Because you bring a certain value. If people know Pascal gonna be there, certain people may come and hang out and spend money there just because you're there. Because you are household name at this point. Well, you have been for many years. And that's why I was pushing you all the time to do this, because you have to be able to monetize what your value is. What sense does it make you have all this talent and you can't monetize it and take advantage of it and sustain yourself and your family off of it? You understand? So that was my reason for pushing you in that direction.
I kind of saw it too, because it's like, when a promoter bring me, say, Anguilla, St. Martin or something, they will come by the hotel, yo, I need you to come with me to go down here, let's go buy some food. Now I think we're just going to buy some food. But I mean, really going to buy food. It just, once I make an appearance at certain places, you know what I mean, it actually have, I can make a bar look like a restaurant. You know what I mean? So it ain't to be cocky, it's just that. That's how the business is running right now. And people are going...
That's how the business has always run.
Yeah, well,
so, you know.
Well, for me, I just get
in the game now with that part, but
Yeah, so it's a good feeling, that.
Nice, man. And listen, you put out just last year one of the biggest songs around, Boss Chess.
You want to lose weight fast? Check out Boss Chess. Don't worry, you ain't the first, you ain't the last. Your girl homesick, so you text her, baby, you need anything. She texts back, no honey bun, I just laying down home cooling. Alright, go Wendy's for the burger, and I'm about to place the order. Who I see leave back, boom, bumping, girl, brand new Range Rover. That's our Boss Chess. That woman is so damn evil. That's our Boss Chess.
Yeah. That song is actually in rotation now.
I'm hoping to hear that big remix I hear about coming soon, you know. I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag, but I hear about it. You're doing big things, but I know.
Yeah, that song really push me a little bit over, because that when you get calls from freaking Antigua and Grenada, I didn't know you sing this song. You know what I mean? How much would you charge to make a feature just to come and sing the one song for offer? I'd be like, dog, I don't even know. Because it kind of hitting me so quick. I got get myself together to approach these kind of, you know what I mean? These kind of gigs. So it's just what you call it, like a shell shock.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
But just know that's why you have to always be ready for whatever comes, because you put in the work.
Yeah.
You invest your time, you invest your money, your resources, all of these things. You work with the best people you can find to work with. You have to be ready for it. You don't know what come in, because you could put out 10 songs, maybe just one might hit.
Yes.
But you only need one.
Yes.
That's the great thing. One.
That's why
one little blight could take you around the wall.
I could see why an artist needs a management team, because I need somebody to outfit me.
And like you say, a team, not just a person. You need a team once you're on that level, because you need somebody to deal with logistics and the bookings and all of that.
Travel,
you need somebody that's on the ground with you, like a road manager.
Yeah.
You need someone to handle like appearance, your likeness, because your likeness is part of your value.
Yes.
Right?
It's true.
So you have someone to manage all of that, like your graphics, make sure you have the right look. Like, we could go as far as I remember reading articles for years, like people like Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre would take 1,000 photos and you could only choose that specific one.
Yes.
Because it has to be from a certain angle to capture him in a certain, you know, and that's the level. And some people will get upset with you and think you're vain or you're cocky. And no, but at the end of the day, your face, along with the visual of you, along with your song, your likeness, everything is your selling point. So you have to protect your image and protect your energy and protect your peace as well. Understand? So tell them quickly, we're going to take a sharp pause, right? But tell them quickly before we take that break, Pascal. How can persons reach out to Pascal? If they want to book you, they want to get your feature, you know?
My main source to get in contact with me is on Facebook, Pascal The Artist. You just sort that, you could get me, I respond on a second, you know what I mean? It comes straight to my phone, my cell phone, 4410106. You could call me anytime. You could call Dorky.
Of course you could call me. I'm the plug, you know.
Yeah,
man. Go for the man regardless of what. And so, email, any email?
Yeah, straight up Dante Wattley @gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my main.
Okay, nice, man. So, Pascal, yeah, we're going to take a very short pause and be right back because guess what? This is Ministry of Riddim and we're going to squeeze a little tune. Let them know what you're about. We're going to be right back.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
That's just not cricket.
No sweat, you with CG. Remember my street dance battle against Seamus O'Leapsy? I went on to win the title of Miss Irish-ish, set to perform at nursing homes around the world. Then this happened. Seamus on you, Seamus. Anyway, I was covered. Let's bounce.
Comprehensive motor cover for damage and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
And we are back here, Ministry of Riddim here on 284 Media right now. And so, Pascal the Artist, this is Ministry of Riddim. So, we wanted to squeeze something because a lot of people don't even know you are a rhythm man as well. You make beats, you make rhythm.
Yeah, I don't really call myself a rhythm man, but I could produce and, you know what I mean, I know exactly what it is I want, and we could just put it to, you know what I mean, pen the paper and give it to you and you do the rest.
Hey, without further ado, squeeze something, rhythm up.
These stuff too. Like you know my little stouty on the bass. Yeah, that's the one. Work good with him. One of my new songs. I did with Marlon.
Dupree.
This one is hitting the charts hot dog. I got a lot of new stuff in here. I'll probably give them a little sample of what's coming. You know what I mean? I really try to do too much of my rhythm, man, but
Come down with it!
this one here. Just vibe with me to break up. Just vibe with it. we influence a lot of these stuff here. I ain't really want me to. Yeah, we can go all night.
That's right. We don't get them too much, but Pas, it sounds like you're ready for Juve on your own, man.
Well, what people need to understand is CCT truck will be on fire for Juve.
We're going to talk about that when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be right back here on 284 Media, Ministry of Riddim. Pascal in the building. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
And we're back. Ministry of Riddim, the brand new season. I told y'all it's going to be electrifying. It's going to be crazy. One of the very best in the entire galaxy in the building.
in the realm.
Yeah, man. Hey, Pass, you just mentioned something that I'm excited about there too.
Yeah.
You will be on the road August Monday morning. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, man. Big up DJ Marley one time.
Marley Large.
Yeah, man. Avalanche.
Oh, man.
The association. You got me and Boss. You got Marley.
Wait, Boss too?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It gonna be fire in the truck because we looking smoke.
Hey, and talk to us about that track too. That's one of your latest tracks that you did in association with Boss, correct?
Yeah. That track have a little bit of stigma behind of it. I ain't think I want to go into all of that.
You don't have to, you know.
Yeah, but that track was created last year on the road. Okay. And we just kind of read it and we created a whole song for this year, for the carnival this year. Yeah. Big up Bass and I think Chino did the production.
Okay, yeah, big up Chino, man. Yeah. Chino Large.
Yeah, so.
And I like the fact that, you know, in our culture, how a lot of this stuff comes about. People don't even realize, like, a lot of this stuff is just stuff that we do that feels good to us, you know. Like, sometimes you crack a joke, you're on a basketball court, or you're racing your boat, or we just in the band room or the studio kicking it up by a bar. One of us will crack a joke or say a slang, and then it becomes a song.
Yep.
You know, so that's how it rolls. And it's so interesting that you could take something so small and just make an entire composition out of it.
Just like Boss Chess.
Yeah. Talk to us about Boss Chess. I wanted to ask you about that.
Boss
Chess. You still didn't tell me who the original Boss Chess is, but
Boss Chess, I used to do gigs with a band in St. Thomas named Volume. And one of the musicians was going to it. And the man was just...
Not Didi, right?
No, Didi Cheska, boss.
Big up Didi, just like...
No, Didi Cheska, boss, but he wasn't Didi. Yeah, and everybody was just cracking jokes, and one dude was like, boy, you're chess boss. And I was like, what? That's the new slang now?
Yeah, you just pick up on it one time.
Yeah, boss chess, and you were there just throwing lyrics around, and you reach in your house, and the next man eating the food. You know what I mean? And that's how that song really come about, just hanging out, talking crap, and you know what I mean? That's how a lot of my music came about.
Yeah.
Like none of them.
Yeah, none of them are not a monster.
Yeah, none of them
is a monster tune.
I was actually going through it, you know what I mean? None of them, and I was like, I got to learn how to take, you know what I mean, take the hate and wrap it up with a battle and throw it. But,
yeah, you take the hate and you elevate. That's all I do. You see, I don't let nothing get to me. It's because, hey, at the end of the day, one of the oldest sayings in the world is any publicity is good publicity, you know. Yeah. So the more you talk about me every single day, no matter where it is, radio, TV, whatever, you're doing me a favor. Thank you for bigging me up. Thank you for keeping me alive. Who feels it knows it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's like that one song when I say the boss, watch the friends that you're keeping because they're silent hating. They're never sleeping on you. They are only, you know what I mean? So people think I just be putting words to paper, but it's actually I talking about my life, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And that's where music the really hit the hardest when it have meaning, and you could play it 10 years from now and you could relate to it.
Yeah.
Timeless music, I can, you know what I mean? So I like to put out music that will last a lifetime.
No, of course, because, and that's the thing, those type of songs or tracks is what will transcend time, as you say, because you're speaking the things that the average person could relate to, the average person has gone through or is going through it. Anybody could sing Walk Up, Skin Out, Push Back, Bend Over, whatever the case is. To me, you know, not dissing anyone, but at the same time, and we do a little bit of that stuff, but, you know, we want to do more stuff that's memorable.
Yes.
Like for me, when I make a beat, I make a track, I make a rhythm, I make a song, I want it to last. Just like now, you know, even us, you and I, we have songs that were done 20 plus years ago and still in active rotation around the world.
Yes.
You know, I travel heavy and I've been in places like the UK and Holland and all these places and hearing them on radio stations and on internet radio. And
That's a good feeling, Doc. That's a good feeling.
Canada, all these places. And you have experienced this as well. Like, how does it feel to travel all these places and you hear your music, not just your music that you've done with different bands like Volume and Extreme and all of this stuff, but like music that you've put out as an artist in your own brand, in your capacity? How is that feeling to see people like when you're driving across, you know, you're on the highway somewhere in Miami or Atlanta or New York or wherever, and you hear your music blasting?
I gotta get goosebumps. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to get goosebumps. It's like, I went to a car show in Orlando.
Yeah.
When I walk in, I hang, none of them. I like, dog, they don't even know how that came about.
Mama have made it.
we are you in the band, you play with the keyboard, and I tell you, try to pitch it.
Yeah, facts.
And we create that right there.
And one thing I must say, you know, I give you credit for, like, there are people in life that you have a natural chemistry with, right? And it don't matter how much you go through and stuff, you can't fight chemistry.
Yeah.
I must say you are one of the very few individuals. Every single time we get in the lab, we come up with something great.
Something comes up.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going to argue, we're going to fight, we're going to disagree, but we're going to always come up with something great. I must say that.
Yeah, right.
And I like your dedication. One thing I could say publicly, I don't big up people this much, but I tell y'all, and y'all here I just say, we don't fight all the time, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, hey, what? He's a Taurus, I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
You can't have two Congo, he living in one hole. But hey, what? This is another point I want to make. We fight, we argue, we've had serious falling out, and we always come back and work together because it's nothing but love. So, regardless of disagreements, you have to walk through it and for the betterment, and it's nothing but love. Like I said, this man and I could start making music together today. It's nothing but love and brotherhood for life. It don't matter to me. You understand? I always there for him. Anytime I call him, he never let me down. I have to big you up to the point where your level of discipline as a professional is up there, I must say, because you're always on time.
Yeah.
You're going to show up before time.
That's you.
On site.
That's you right there.
Yeah.
You always tell me the first thing in anything, you know what I mean? I always try to be punctual. And from the first probably gig I did with Extreme, bet you don't even remember. This was done King Garden with Kitos.
Yeah, I remember, man.
And dog, he said, don't let me reach there before you. I used to look up to you as my big brother, like, my son, I can't let dog, you reach there before me because I don't want to be the causeway, the band known player. You know what I mean? I gotta be there trying to find a cable. And I was there from early.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, so that's just how it started and that's how it's going right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Punctuality is my biggest thing.
Yeah, I love that about you because I saw other gigs where it wasn't even like us, whether Extreme or whatever group we're doing, or any side thing, you were doing your own thing. And you know how to observe.
Yeah.
And I'm watching these other guys, you on a card with some other singers, performers, and I'm watching these guys just like cutting style.
Yeah.
You see like who is going to enter the stage. It's like promoters or sound engineers up and down looking for them, and you post it up right there. I say,
yeah,
long about past tonight, and you went on the stage before them, and when you set that pace, they went down after they couldn't keep up.
Yep.
That's a real artist. I gotta big you up for that.
I don't cut style when it comes to music and that. I love it genuinely.
You got to defend the patterns too.
Yeah. Shit, patterns is the cry.
You know that's an international motto.
Yeah.
You know so, I mean? You got to get on that patterns pose too, you know.
Hold on, man.
But talk to them about all money ain't good money.
Well, basically, that speaks for itself, you know, because it got some people who think because they're booking you, you know what I mean, because they're putting money in your pocket, they could tell you wherever they want and how they, you know what I mean? Yes, they could do it to a certain extent, but when it comes to disrespect, I will pass on your patterns any day of the week.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Because there's principle, you know what I mean? I have standards and they don't understand that. What do you think it is that to me, it's gotten better, right? A lot better from back when I started in the 90s, but even like promoters, different people that hire you, weather committees, it's changed a lot. And persons like us push over the years.
Yeah.
And we've been very instrumental. A lot of people don't even know behind the scenes how we push for them. I remember times where, you know, local bands or artists wouldn't even get deposits.
Podium.
They didn't even know they didn't even know the word podium existed.
They still don't know.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's like they take certain treatment. I remember going to a specific resort one time, right, to perform. And they had a steel band there and blazing hot sun. And they had them on the beach of the resort with no tent from the elements, something. And I watching the ground sweat run down the face. And I went to the manager. I wasn't even playing in that section of the hotel, you know.
Yeah.
And I roasted them. And from that day forward, they had a tent and were providing simple things like a bottle of water.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, listen, y'all need to understand basic human rights. Not even as a performer. Basic human rights. But it's what you allow.
Yes.
And I think a lot of other persons, like we push for certain standards that, you know, they like to talk about me especially. And they like to talk about you because obviously, you know what I mean? You come from that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand like that perception that they have.
But you know, I always gotta big you up to see me because a lot of things that has changed over the years when it comes to entertainment and dealing with artists and stuff, it came from you. You fight for a lot of stuff. All when man saying, "Why Dirk, you don't shut up."
Yeah.
And
they label me a troublemaker.
Yeah. Now they're reaping the benefit of what you did.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So we ain't want to get too deep into all of that, but
we ain't go there.
Even simple things like having some kind of snack in the back of the village somewhere for the local bands to sit, AC, they bringing you water. We never used to get all them stuff. When a big artist come, we had to get out and go stand up.
Facts.
Yeah, so
facts. And then the business too.
Yeah.
You know, simple things like being paid on time.
On time.
You know, actual having contractual obligations, providing a rider and having the actual stuff upon the rider.
You remember when me and you fall out that one year for Carnival, you take like a whole year to pay me? Listen, I will never forget. I say, but it's impossible that they're gonna take a whole year. Knowing you put on a festival, you have monies allocated, you hiring people have a war amount, and I couldn't believe that it gonna take a whole year. When Dirky finally get a check, he say, "Yo, come with this money," and I think that's where we cut ties.
Yeah, no, and I remember because you actually didn't believe.
Yeah.
But then I think when you realize that we weren't the only ones.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing is like, by the end of the day, I still take the L and I take responsibility because that's what I do as a leader.
Yeah.
And as a manager and all of that stuff. Regardless of what happened, I have to swallow that. You know, and it's very easy for a lot. The easiest thing to say and do is drive the bus from in the back seat, you know. But when you get to understand what's going on, like you yourself now see the intricacies and the nuances of how the business works and how grimy and dirty and cutthroat. This thing and politics like on the same level, you know.
Yeah, it's similar. And you see that word leadership, that leadership role, a lot of people ain't cut out for it. You know
99% are not.
Because if I walk in for you, Doc, you have to understand that you're responsible for paying me.
Of course.
And I don't have to go ask no promoter, because no promoter ain't call me. So it's just simple things like, you know what I mean, being a leader, a lot of people need to understand what a leader consists of.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
And I realize like you have groups that have like production teams, 6, 7, 8 man. You got management team, and then things still ain't getting done. Like for years, you remember we have never ever had a manager.
Yeah.
You realize that?
But I mean, but your head ain't big for nothing.
Oh God! Yeah, man, I just do my best, man. You know,
I remember
taking care of people too. You know, making sure people comfortable. Make sure you respect them, treat them with courtesy. You know how we interact, how we communicate. What I can't stand is the lack of communication. And at least listen. You know, if something going wrong, I can't hear the same second. Listen. This is what's going on. Just letting you know.
That's one thing I must say about you. You don't have me wondering and guessing. You'll be like, you know what? Let me call Dante and tell him, listen, I'm going to check this man tomorrow, this later. You know what I mean? Just that common courtesy. Because I don't think I should have to call.
No, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
That's on me or any management or leader. Same thing because, like I say, I'm responsible. You didn't take the gig, I took the gig.
Yeah.
So if something is going wrong, the onus is on me to let you know and communicate that issue to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what we got coming up with the festival pass?
Well, what we got coming up? Extreme.
What else you got? I see you got some other stuff. Don't hold out. I hear you got. Okay, you know what? Don't put the cat out of the bag yet. I know about a couple of huge things that's coming. You already spoke about the Monday morning rise and shine with CCT, but I know there's some other stuff in the works. We gonna put it out right here, right now. You know, so you have extreme gigs coming up. Of course, I know those, a whole ton load of them. And one thing I really love that what we do, both yourself as an artist doing your thing and what we do with Extreme. And you know, I don't know if people even realize that the whole band has, for many years now.
The band culture.
Yeah. Extreme has not been a band in the traditional sense since about, what, 2010? Somewhere around there?
Yeah,
real talk. Because in this game, you have to be able to adapt and elevate and grow. And I had to change my business model for the betterment of everybody. Sometimes some people don't get upset. You got to drop certain things and certain people.
Yeah.
But in order to grow and evolve and change with the times and walk along with the industry and continue to be trendsetters and beasts in this thing, we had to make major shifts. So, not that we're not musicians, but the whole traditional sense of a band, Extreme is not a band, it's more a live production, I would say. That's how we like to talk. We're just a team. We get together, we do what we got to do. But I love the fact that, you know, like yourself, myself, and Ramon, you know, like individual brands and powerhouses that could just come together, but still separately doing big things. You realize how much talent Extreme consists of. And in terms of the accomplishment, you realize we have two of you, yourself and Ramon, are soca monarchs.
Yep.
You realize that?
Ramon's a producer also.
Exactly. Ramon is a producer, multi-talented, amazing artist and stuff. And yourself, you produce, you know what I mean? You write, you sing, you do all this stuff. You know me, I could do a little thing.
Yeah,
thing. And then when we come together, it's just, you know, and then we add whoever we feel we need to add along with it. You know, and someone kind of pulled me up one time, Pascal, and tell me, I said, so what's the difference between what we're doing, our approach, our business model, and say someone from Trinidad, Jamaica, and they're like, well, I understand what you're saying. So why is it any different for us?
Yeah.
We have our bottom line. At the end of the day, it is an industry, it is a business, right? And we work alongside with anybody, but we have to make sure we cover ourselves and be on the up and up.
Yes.
Like you remember what we did through COVID-19.
Of course.
We not only survived, but we thrived.
Yeah, that's basically what gave the Extreme that jump start back again, because nobody was doing anything in COVID. They couldn't afford to do anything. They couldn't. They had too much components, and we just came together and say, you know what, if we cut down the components, we could make it work. And that's how this whole thing started to pop again, dog. You know, your big head walk again.
Well, you know, in anything in life, to me, I always gotta be 10 steps ahead.
It's true.
Like you just say, my head ain't the size for nothing. A lot of them they try, you know, but they just can't get around it. They just can't get over it. They just can't get under it.
They're like a fence.
Yeah, you understand? So yeah, man. Listen, we're gonna take a very short pause and be right back. We are about to close out this segment. We come right back and give a little quick thing with Pascal again. Be right back. Ministry of Riddim here on 284 Media.
That's just not cricket.
No sweat, you with CG. Remember my street dance battle against Seamus O'Leapsy? I went on to win the title of Miss Irish-ish, set to perform at nursing homes around the world. Then this happened. Seamus on you, Seamus. Anyway, I was covered. Let's bounce.
Comprehensive motor cover for damage and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye.
No.
In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
And we're back. We're here with one of my favorites and the greatest, Pascal The Artist. Pascal, here on 284 Media, Ministry of Riddim, the brand new season. Now, this is Ministry of Riddim Pass. So, before we wrap up the last segment here, squeeze a little something for the people, whatever you feel like, you do your thing.
Well, you know, I can just do a Charlie thing. This one on fire right now on the radio, Pascal. Well, I have to do a picture of Pascal.
You ready?
I'm going to do one thing.
I'm fly. I should be in the sky with birds. I bet you never know that I'm so sly with words. Your way so smooth, no rejects. Never done like a government project. I would have never let another money use. You want to buy to do simply. Back to the point that I understand. Pascal to combination. Always gonna be never late. Teach me how to rub late is. If you want to rock the show, love it, then don't like you're looking for something. As long as I'm so damn free. My cup stays one never hungry. I'm innocent, just like the truth. As if you're making a movie.
Yeah, man. Big up 420 Studios, Kevin Sweetie. Swish. Yeah, man. And press the button, man.
That's right. Big up yourself, PDB.
This one is fire. What you guys need to do, go on Tola Radio and vote this one #1 letter to festival. Don't keep me waiting, anticipating. Yeah, man. Music is life. Swells again in the machine head, dog.
Come down with it.
So little time, man. So little time. Remember this one?
Yeah.
Super Ace, big up yourself, man. Don't even know this one. This one here got famous. Tola Radio, big up yourself. This one of my rhythms there too. We could go out like yo. Yeah, this one's classic. Watch the play around here.
Yeah, man.
Bet you remember that one.
I am me. Remember?
I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
Walk the plank.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we can go all day, all night. But before we go, I want to play this one. So this is one of my anthems right there.
I got you on my friends, please. Because we don't know how the enemy is.
Fool! Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Pass, man. Listen, before we wrap up, one last thing.
Tell me.
Relevancy. People may not even realize, like, how many years you in this. At this point, you have actually passed a couple of decades.
Yeah.
And you may not even realize you have covered errors.
Yeah, that's why I could tell you I watch the music evolve.
Well, not only that, you've been involved and contributed and you're performing all these errors. You basically covered the song of a couple of generations.
Yes.
Because to be relevant from back in the late 90s and be relevant now, to be in demand and be able to command whatever figures you want to perform here and anywhere around the world is incredible. The average lifespan of any musician or any band is like 3 to 5 years tops, you know.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
you know that we have seen so many come and we've seen even more go. Like for instance, you know, with Extreme, we're basically in a few months coming up on 25 years.
Yep.
25 years, and that's separate from the amount of time I've been in the industry. Extreme itself, in a few months, 25 years, non-stop.
Yep.
You know, that's longer than any other group of band in the history of the Virgin Islands. Not sure about any place else.
It's true. I joined Extreme.
Consistently, never stop.
I joined Extreme, came out in 98.
99. Officially, yeah.
I think my first time with Extreme was in 2000.
2000, yeah, somewhere around there, like late 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on Woke Up on a Big Bam Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Not to say how old I am, you know, I'm getting dorky.
Well, you're still younger than me.
Yeah.
I've been in the game from like 13 years old or something like that, you know?
I came in Extreme straight out of high school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, straight out.
And, you know, just want to tell you once again, man, I applaud you. I'm here to celebrate you, give you your flowers. You're deserving of this. Not because we have a brotherhood, not because we have a history or any of that, but because you deserve the flowers for your contributions. And I'm saying to the industry, for motivating and inspiring. And I really love the fact that you already paying it forward because you turn around and did the same thing I've done with you and so many other poses, making them household names. I see that you're working actively with a bunch of younger musicians and kind of helping to mold them and bring them up. And I'm really proud of you for doing that. I want to big up my brethren Chike, Stumpy on the bass, large. So talk about that quick before we come out.
That's my little brother, man. I kind of like, I feel I need to. It's basically passing on knowledge. And I just feel like, I feel all musicians right now need to pick either a band or an individual and try to pass on knowledge and try to keep the music alive, because it's like anything you do, you don't want it to be a lost art.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I kind of just the pass on
You're
knowledge.
A mentor.
A mentor, yeah. So I chose Chike, you know what I mean? I saw a lot of potential in him and I say, I can work with that guy.
The young man is a beast.
Discipline.
Yes.
He's punctual.
Yes.
He's respectful. He'll listen.
Yes.
That's my biggest thing. And he remembers everything you tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to big him up for that, man.
Yeah, and definitely I have to celebrate you for that, because to me, as I always say, you could have all the talent in the world, all the accomplishments, win multiple awards, different shows, whatever, make the most money in the world. To me, if you never go out of your way, at least try to pass it on, help someone else in the struggle come up, you are a complete and utter failure.
Yep, and that's how I look at it.
Take that as a diss, but I'm being real.
Yeah, I look at it like that too, because if like Friday never passed on something long. You know what I mean? It would have never been to where it is now. It's like, it will just be a last act.
Yeah, definitely.
People, they have great mechanics. One never showed anybody else how to fix a certain thing. And they're struggling right now because that could have been what you call a generational wealth. You know what I mean? The knowledge.
Exactly.
So I just encourage people, sometimes you just gotta help an extra man.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Because the world ain't gonna evolve if you just keep it to yourself.
And you can't go with it when you're gone either.
Yeah, you can't go with
bury the whole world with you.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff I didn't pick up from my father, which I regret. Because he had so much ideas and he was so intelligent that
facts.
I never, you know, when you're young, you don't want to be around your parents all the time.
One of the greatest, most genuine politicians this country, this territory has ever seen.
Yeah.
Big facts. I used to always look up to your dad, you know what I'm saying? And you know my father too.
Yeah.
They were, you know,
buddies.
They were good buddies. Yeah, used to always big up Paul too.
Yeah, man. So certain things, don't miss out on opportunity. That's all I basically want to say, you know what I mean? I would like to call out Boss and Jugu, everybody. Just pick a young individual or a band and just pass our knowledge and mold them into, you know what I mean? Keeping the music, keeping the song alive.
Yeah, and not just those guys as well, because I know for sure both of those guys have done some of that because, you know, like saying press the button,
yes,
came on the Boss.
Yes.
Jugu did a lot of work bringing up somebody like Brent who's a household name at this point. So they've been doing that. So hopefully other persons pick this up because the three of you and plus myself can't do it all. So if everyone could do just a little bit, then we make everything a better place.
Yeah, man.
Culture could keep moving forward. Don't just complain and go on social media and talk about this and talk about what are you really doing. We have this thing where a lot of the older ones like to say, oh, this should be done this way. Well, when Columbus come in 1492, we were doing it so. When he come with the Pinta and the Nina and the Santa Maria, we can't disappoint the whole Mr. Columbus. But come on, man. Things have to evolve. You know, things have to grow.
Yeah, man.
You know, but we just have to kind of work together and kind of guide one another. Because you don't know everything, I don't know everything.
That's facts.
That's how we go, you know. So Pascal the Artist, thank you so much for coming here, taking the time out today. I know you're really tired.
Yeah, man.
I myself, you're a hard-working individual, out touring actively, and you have so many other talents that we didn't even get to go into, but we always have more time and another time. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
so
man.
Thanks for coming through. Definitely, you know, nothing but love alone. Like we say, we're here to celebrate you and give you your flowers. And people around the world are going to see this here. So, you've been in tune to Ministry of Riddim, the brand new season. I told y'all it's hot up in here. So, with that, we're out. Peace and love.
Yeah, man.